It's the Slam Dunk.
Oh, goodness me. So many fake things around today, I don't know what to take seriously. Firstly, just for clarification, a website purporting to be Christopher Luxon, the Prime Minister, promoting his favourite porno sites is fake. It's all AI generated, and Luxon wants it known that these are not his favourite porno sites. Not these ones. He's the Prime Minister and a man of standing and wants you to know that this is fake, and he doesn't go on to say whether or not he has favourite porno sites. That remains a question yet to be answered. But this is not him. These aren't his ones, okay? These are not sites that he would recommend, so just know that it's fake. It's unknown whether he has visited these sites just to check to make sure that they're not his favourite sites, but he'd recommend that this is not him. So he just wants you to know that. So let me stay on the theme of fake and made up, because this is actually a farce. This is a real farce, yet it's real, and it's causing so much consternation around this country. Let me explain. More than a farce, actually, it's a fallacy. Not what it seems. It's a hoax and totally not needed. This is an unnecessary scrap one. This is about the totally unnecessary fight with Māori that now threatens to boil over at Waitangi in, just over 10 days. And all for what? Nothing. All for nothing, I've learned in the last 24 hours. National will not be supporting Act's controversial measures to water down the treaty or mess with the principles of the treaty through this bill that Seymour's putting up. Now, they've said they won't support it, and they won't support a referendum on the treaty, despite Seymour wanting both to go all the way. It'll stop after the first reading. This whole fight with Māoridom is based on what? Well, basically, if you can discard that stuff, because it has been discarded, a few name changes to government departments. That's it. So this potential race war that is in front of us is staged. National will not overturn any of the meaty stuff because, as I've always said, they've been on board and agreed to this years ago. And they've supported the status quo, like Labour and all the major parties have, for decades. Indeed, National's had strong and deep links with Māoridom, going back to Jim Bolger, Doug Graham, Chris Finlayson, John Key invited Te Pāti Māori into government when he didn't have to. So they've got these relationships. So all this talk of National dismantling things, important things that Māori have fought for, it ain't happening. 10,000 people turned up to the Kingitanga shindig. For what? For National to now say it's actually doing nothing? No wonder David Seymour's looked so glum in recent weeks. And Christopher's given him 2/5 of bugger all. Just a mock exercise in writing really tough legislation, stripping Māori of everything that they've ultimately fought for, that will ultimately be blocked from going anywhere because National won't allow it to progress. So it's a giant hoax and theatre, which Māori have taken seriously, haven't read the fine print, and this potentially threatens to blow up on Waitangi Day for what? We do not need a race war based on nothing. Why is Seymour even wasting his time and taxpayers' money still pushing this on something that isn't going to happen? This is a party that was wanted to save taxpayers' money. For a party committed to smaller government and no wasteful spending, this stands out like a beacon of waste. Call off your dog, Seymour. While Winston is Deputy PM and Shane Jones gets a $1 billion fund to spend in the provinces, Seymour is like a yapping dog chasing the bus that he will never catch because nothing will ever change. For a government that promised its sole focus was the economy and cost of living and making life more affordable for ordinary New Zealanders, they appear to have gone wildly off track so soon. You could be forgiven that this was solely about Māori, this government, and Māori issues. That's how little they've spoken about what they are really there to do, which is to focus on real issues affecting New Zealanders, the economy and cost of living. The other big one, race relations, is based on nothing more than hot air, which will never see the light of day because it's going to be scrapped. It's shameful. It's a distraction and a waste of time and money, and David Seymour should know better.